We begin with the mystery surrounding Kenya Kwanza government multi-billion shilling cooking oil importation. And tonight, we can report that the government's own Kenya Bureau of Standards has declared that the oil consignment is unfit for human consumption.
Well, the country's standards body now wants the edible oil consignment destroyed before it gets into the local market. As Ayub Abdikadir explains, this comes days after the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission launched a probe into the loss of billions of shillings through the edible oil scheme.
In its letter dated 5th September and addressed to the Managing Director of the Kenya National Trading Corporation, the Bureau of Standards concluded the consignments have been rejected and the importer is hereby advised to reship them back to the country of origin within 30 days from the date of this letter, failure to which they shall be destroyed at the importer's cost. The Kenya Bureau of Standards subjected consignments entry numbers 23 MBAIM 4024 73344, 23 MBAIM 40332168, and 23 MBAIM 403235943 to test against the Kenya standardization specification for fortified edible oils and fats. The results established that the consignments failed to comply in vitamin A and insoluble impurities. In its final report, the Bureau of Standards established that for fat content, the edible oils exceeded the required amount by 0.47% by mass, containing 99.97 instead of the required 99.5. For moisture and matter volatile at 105 degrees Celsius, while the required standard is 0.2, the oil subjected to test contained 0.03. The acid value of the edible oils measured, potassium hydroxide in milligrams, was 0.12, whilst the required standard is 0.6. For the amount of peroxide oxygen per kilogram of oil, while the requirement is 10, the edible oils contain 5.42. The examination by the Bureau of Standards also found that the imported oil contained 0.04 of insoluble impurities, while the required standard is 0.05. While the study by the Kenya Bureau of Standards took place in July, it's not clear, however, why all the other consignments shipped in before July were not subjected to lab tests. Why has KEBS not destroyed the oil as stated in its letter? For instance, the consignment number 23 MBAIM 40274 7001 exported by the Multicommerce FZC, registered in Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, was not subjected to tests. The importation of the 125,000 metric tons of edible oil was meant to bring down the cost of living, but it turned out the price of the consignment was inflated, making it uncompetitive. Last week, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission questioned top KNTC officials after it emerged that companies owned by people with close links to government were single-sourced to procure food and edible oils through the National Trading Corporation. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.